So we could pretty easily go anywhere on Earth. Where should we go? Maybe... No, not Florida. Okay, let's go to Mexico. I would rather drink a Corona than contract it. Also, Kamikaze Space Dragon, real strong name for a band. What's up, guys? Welcome back to Solar Smash, the only game where you can film an animal slowly burrowing its way into Uranus, upload it to YouTube, and absolutely nothing bad'll happen. Except for maybe that. Wait, I didn't do that, though. The worm can't cause this. What kind of bad intergalactic Mexican food both gives you worms and causes Uranus to explode? I think by now we all know there are fewer stars in the sky than there are Uranus jokes and flat earther jokes, but I'm really gonna try my best today to branch out. I've played a whole lot of Solar Smash, and I really don't want my commentary to get repetitive. I mean, don't get me wrong, the 500 million mouth breathers who live in this childlike fantasy are about to have a really bad day, but I'm not gonna make fun of them for it. Starting now. Maybe. Have you ever noticed the flat Earth doesn't actually have a day-night cycle? Like, under the moon, we've got like a late afternoon-ish, whereas under the sun, we've got Hell World. It's so bright that the entire Middle East has a shadow. Like, I feel responsible for this. Like, I should do something to help. Maybe we could, try the freeze ray? Yeah, it would really help if the sun was on a dimmer switch right now, if I could just turn it down ever so slightly. Apparently the sun doesn't appreciate being cold. Come on, it was just a little squirt. Oh yeah, now North Americans go and turn on their lights. You're welcome, enjoy the eternal night. Listen, I'll be the first to admit that's my bad, but I think we can still fix this because we still have the moon. And we also have our brand new fancy pants photon cannon. So I'm thinking if we could heat up the moon, then maybe we could turn it into a new sun. Like, listen, if the Earth can be a frisbee, then the moon can be a sun. I'm not accepting questions at this time. So we're gonna aim away from the planet. Already learned that the hard way. And then reheat this moon? Oh, yes, that's perfect, just like that. We just kind of need you to hang out above the planet. Oh, tits. Again, my bad. I really have a knack for making things worse. Like, that's gonna take a whole lot more than some spackle and a promise to fix. And there's something hilariously ironic about 284 million people who are about as bright as a wet match living in eternal darkness. Oh shit, I'm not supposed to make fun of them. You know what? I'm not editing it out. That's funny. Screw you. I've noticed that most of them live in North America. Is really the only place with lights. There's a couple over here in Australia, but other than that, I guess nobody else really believes in flat Earth. Out of all the other planets that we could visit, I had a surprising number of people requesting I go to Mercury, but I don't know why. Like, it's not a particularly memorable planet, it just kind of looks like a giant moon. Just a big old rock floating around, nothing lives here. I guess we could take a quick look on its inside, see if there's anything interesting going on in here. Well, it's real hot, but it's not full of candy. Mercury, not an intergalactic piñata confirmed. Wait a second, isn't Mercury the closest planet to the sun? Like, wouldn't that make its days really fast? I could probably look these things up rather than potentially sounding like an idiot. But what I'm getting at is, I wonder if I can freeze it. Like, would ice melt on its surface? No? Lots of ice buildup. I can freeze around its holes all I want. You really shouldn't put icy hot on your holes, even if you are a planet. Actually, I wonder if we could freeze the sun from here. Right through the world? Little something like that? Oh, that's probably not a good thing. Have we already found out that the big real sun doesn't like to be frozen, very similar to the tiny stupid sun? Now you regret being in his personal space, don't ya? Now you're just planetary dingleberries. You know what? I'm gonna take it back. Mercury isn't boring. This is actually really good for me because it's a blank canvas. It doesn't have any gas to slow things down. It doesn't have any people to cry out in terror and beg for mercy and so on and so forth. So I might be able to sculpt it into something interesting. We've got this guide now that I can crank up, and if I decided to do a little something like this to start... Ooh, I don't know how to work this though. It's gonna be tricky, I'll put it that way. Part of me really just wants to carve this thing into a giant dong and then dust hands and walk away, but I also want to see if this guide can be used in multiple directions. Again, this was the kind of thing that you guys had suggested to me, because you don't necessarily have to make only one cut. We did something like this, kept these little bits, and then changed things around. I would probably want... where'd this go? This to be lower, and this, yeah, something like that kind of. Oh, I might have been off by just a scooch, but I think we still have enough to work with. Careful, careful. I really don't want to cut into what I've already worked on. I could probably turn down the death laser, but where's the fun in that? I'm sure there's a scientist on a planet somewhere far, far away seeing this and asking himself, why is God such an idiot? Why would he do this? I don't even know what I'm making right now. It's just different. It's a little disappointing that I don't have a fill tool, or I can control Z certain places of a planet. And it's also strange that the surface doesn't have anti-aliasing. It looks like I was cutting it using craft scissors. That being said, this is definitely something. What should we do to blow it up? And to nobody's surprise, the satellites have a really hard time figuring out how to orbit this thing. Half of them have flown straight into the side of the planet, or each other, and then others are just kind of calling it a day. Where are you going? You're not done yet. What is happening? All right, I guess they're just gonna go and ruin my art and then head for lunch? Weird. You all knew it was only a matter of time until we returned to Uranus. I try to avoid it because, to be perfectly honest, there's so much gas. The atmosphere is just so weird that it breaks space and time. Or when I break it, it then breaks space and time. Okay, I'll take responsibility. But that being said, you guys have told me that I can apparently fly the space dragon. If I do this, and then, this, or this maybe? Oh, okay. Yeah, I like this because now we get a first-person perspective of what it's like inside Uranus. It didn't even require a colonoscopy. This is gonna be weird. Okay, wait, should I be shooting? Probably should have been shooting. Honestly now, how am I supposed to know these things? I figured I could just fly into it because it's one big fart cloud, and that, you know, breathing fire would be a bad thing. I don't want to ignite it. But I guess I need to get everything out of the way so that we can awkwardly flap our way in. Oh, please don't close. Yeah, this is about as weird and laggy as I had expected. Oh, okay. It's puckering around me. It's puckering really quick. Oh no, you gotta be kidding me. I can't even fire my way into the core. It just tightens around me like a boa constrictor. What if we had another dragon lead the charge, and then we can follow closely behind him? Just please don't make any weird turns. Can I breathe on your ass? Oh no, no friendly fire, I think, maybe? I should be moving right now, but the problem is I only have one mouse cursor, so I can't actually steer. Oh crap, he's gone. Breathe more, breathe faster, breathe harder. I don't know, just nothing is working. Oh god. Why is it so hard to enter Uranus? I can still hear the other dragon, but it hasn't come out yet. It's like Uranus just swallowed it whole. That's a problem, to say the least. Can I try to cut it out? Let's just blast. You know, I started blasting. There we go. Nice open look at That's actually a pretty interesting cross-section. You can really see how much gas is on both sides and how quickly both the gas and the rock closes. I knew that already. Still can't explain it, but that's a problem. I don't know how to deal with liquid rock. I honestly have nothing. Have we tried antimatter bombs before? I honestly can't remember. I feel like I've tried everything in this game, but at the same time, I'm always surprised as to what happens. Now, you gotta remember, it's not the explosion that matters, it's the implosion, when the antimatter really becomes, spicy. Here we go, just gonna, whoop. Okay, these are good things. This is what we wanted. Actually, I'm gonna queue up some nukes just in case we don't finish the job. Yeah, we're gonna need those nukes. We're not doing anything to this. It's shrinking ever so slightly, but I'm gonna launch everything I have and hope that we can get down to the middle, and then I can fly through the middle. That'd be a whole lot easier. We don't need to worry about the gas, even though that's the whole reason I came here in the first place. I don't know, I'm trying to make things work here, okay? The universe throws you a curveball and you throw a nuke back. Well, I haven't zoomed out. It's definitely getting smaller. What if we fire a couple more? Just a couple, but I'm sure this might get us down to stone. I also kind of want to send in Cthulhu just to watch him take a giant bite out of the gas. He's always a real helpful fellow. Come on, shrink. Oh, okay. We're seeing stone. That's good. I think we might be ready. I think this might be it. So let's go ahead, tee up the dragon and fire, and then fire. Yeah, just preemptive fire. Look how smooth our flying is when we don't have to worry about the gas breaking everything. There's not much of it left, right? Or are we good? Oh, there's a little. There's definitely a little. The problem is I'm doing this. So I'm not actually shooting directly ahead of myself all the time, which means I have a whole lot to worry about. Okay, careful. Come on, just keep fire. I can't control diddly squat here, but I'm seeing the stone. No, I don't want to keep flying dragons into Uranus. Thank you. I think we've proven the point that this is impossible. So we could pretty easily go anywhere on Earth. Where should we go? Maybe, no, not Florida. Okay, let's go to Mexico. I would rather drink a Corona than contract it. Also, Kamikaze Space Dragon, real strong name for a band. How the hell did a squirmy lizard the size of Australia slam into the side of the world and kill nobody? Like, nothing happened, there's no damage, it exploded! It doesn't make any sense at all. Let's just try that again. What did I click? Oh, we can apparently change which universe we're in. Okay, let's just keep that for the flat earthers. Shout, damn it, I'm trying not to make fun of them. Shut up. We're going back to reality. I'm getting control of my space dragon, and we're not going to Florida. I don't know why it's always auto-aimed at Florida. Could we just wipe this off the map? There we go. Oh, wait, come to think of it, this might work. I might be able to fly myself through the Earth. It's not looking good. It's a little bit hot. You shouldn't be able to clip through a planet. I don't know why I'm doing this, like it's gonna help me duck in the game. Oh, we made it. Somehow. Seriously? Okay. Can I shoot the sun? I don't think I have that much range. No. The sun isn't within spitting distance. That's fair. Okay, let's turn this boat around and admire our work. Well, yeah, you know what? I said that this thing was about the size of Australia. Let's do a quick side-by-side comparison. One little toot and not much of Australia left, that's for sure. Damn it, I keep trying to steer, but I can't shoot at the same time because I'm not on a mobile, I'm using a mouse. Okay, it's fine. We made a beautiful mess of things. Good job, Lizard. Now, I know this probably goes without saying, but for the smooth-brained among us, it's really easy to tell where people are located on a planet. You can't see them from space, obviously, but you can see their cities. And when it's nighttime, when the sun is on the other side of the planet, things light up. For Earth, it's usually the land. But for my planet, it's a little different. You could say things are a little bit more cramped, not a whole lot of free real estate. And I've got about 101 billion people who are nut to butt with one another and just begging for death. Now, as much as I may come off as some kind of interstellar psychopath, because I do enjoy hurting people, I also really enjoy defending planets from myself. I'm a very conflicted person, I guess. Funny enough, you can actually give your planet a shield, but it's not like the typical shield. I don't know what the deal with this is. It just looks like I'm trying to roll for a critical attack. It's really nice to have the surface of the planet covered with people, because this way you really know if you manage to sneak through. Let's give it the rock test to start off. I would assume this is a shield, by the way. I don't actually know for certain. Okay, yeah, it passes the rock test, that's for sure. It seems to only affect one side of things. It does look like a 20-sided dice. What if we click a whole bunch of rocks? Okay. It affects all of the different sides differently. That one that I hit with the original rock seems to be taking a little bit more damage. Can I break through? Oh, you can't. Okay, yep, that's how it works. So every individual face is its own shield, and you only need to damage one face to sneak through, and it'll come back. I don't think those 3 billion people will, though. Well, we tried Little Rock, and we tried many rocks, so how about we try Big Rock? Assuming it's the moon. Okay, I still want to figure out how to be able to throw the Earth, or other planets. I would like to throw Jupiter. Probably not necessary, come to think of it. This thing did not put up much of a fight. The cyborg world, or the Dyson sphere, or whatever we call it, it could deflect multiple moons, but in this case, it failed at one, and failed gloriously. That is one hell of a crater. 8 billion people this time. All right, we're ramping things up. Not to sound like a Star Trek captain, but is there really no way for me to increase the shields? It's just an on-off switch? All right then, because like there's no way it's gonna survive a black hole. If it can't survive a couple of boulders getting flicked at it, then I don't think space-time warping is going to be a good thing. I mean, maybe it'll prove me wrong. I'll be damned. It actually defended against a black hole. What? So I guess physical objects are able to put a whole lot of force repeatedly, but the black hole just kind of spun its wheels outside. Didn't really matter? That's so strange. Okay, then how about we try the thunderstorm? Because this isn't physical, but it is a whole lot of force. A lot of lightning that wants to find its way through, and if it short circuits one of the two poles, then I think we're gonna have a crispy planet. No, it defended against that too. So the weakest ones get through, but the strongest ones don't. It's a weird shield. Well, nothing quite says knock knock like 100 maximum powered nukes on your doorstep. You think they're gonna get through? I don't think they're gonna get through. I think I'm blind, but they didn't get through. For a second there, I thought all the mushroom clouds were dark spots in the city. The whole planet is one big city, right? You can't call it anything else, but everyone survived, so we're moving on to something else. I want to ramp things up, but at the same time, I want to keep trying everything. Like, what about an antimatter missile? Oh, I should have reset. Yeah, it's still a little bit weak. That's my bad. That's not a fair shot. Sorry, Shield. You know, all is fair in love and war, or you know, intergalactic warfare. It worked. I think we broke the shield, because it looks like there is a hole. Okay, so we broke it, but we didn't hurt anything. That's disappointing. I think we all know this little thing not gonna do any damage, just gonna light it up. Okay, same for you, just ooh, that's interesting. So if you hit it on an angle, it deflects. Did not expect that. So are they not doing damage by bouncing off? And if I hit one straight on, then it explodes and does damage. Cool. I know this will break through eventually. I don't really care how much. Probably the same for the ice shield. The photon cannon, that's the real question. Okay, hold on, we'll reset. We'll make sure that it's at maximum strength. What do you think? I think it's gonna blast through. I think it's gonna blast through the planet, but not damage the shield somehow, because this thing is just a wizard in base? Huh. Wow. Stopped dead in its tracks. You kidding me? But this is like the strongest thing in the game. We're moving on to the biological. I dare say Cthulhu will be able to fit one of his grubby little hungry tentacles. I was gonna say fingers, but not quite. No, sir. Turned away at the doorstep. Like, it is good, I gotta say. Like, that's the thing. If I had to choose between getting struck by a rock or eaten by Cthulhu, then I would probably want this shield. Batter's up, Mr. Ghost Punch. Let's see what you got. You feel like fisting my world today? Because I would bet you can get through. Okay. Oh. Hold up a second. Did he not break the shield? The shield is still here. The shield is all fine, so he went through it. That's kind of what I expected. Some things just kind of ignore space-time, reality, physics, so on and so forth, like the space ghost, and just reach on through. How many people did we get? 35 billion, Jesus Christ. If that's the case, then he's probably the guy to call to get in, right? We can have him knock and then everyone else can show up fashionably late, because he should be able to punch right through the shield generator. Oh, wasn't expecting that. So one generator does an entire hemisphere, and then the other generator does the other. And if one generator dies, then we still have some level of protection against space dragons, mayhaps? Let's see, are they dumb enough to just fly directly into it? Only if I'm driving, I suppose. Nope, they're gonna bugger off. Oh, I could remember to remove that, because I want to be able to see the deaths, and I don't know if having it in edit mode makes it so that it's stronger. Probably not, considering, you know, half the planet is dark. Well, that's not good. I went to reset time and get my population back, but the northern hemisphere is still foobar. So, you know what? I think that's gonna be it for this episode of Solar Smash, guys, because I don't really feel like beating up on half a planet. I'll find a way to fix this, and if you guys want to see more, as always, be sure to leave a like in the video, leave a comment letting me know, and maybe I'll space punch my way through a D20 shield again soon. But thanks so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.